What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. Today we are talking all about coding bootcamps and if they are still worth it in 2022. Now, the short answer to whether or not coding bootcamps are still worth it in 2022 is yes, I do think that they are still worth it. The long answer is it kind of depends. I do want to throw in a quick disclaimer though that while bootcamps are a great option for getting your start in the tech career, they are very expensive and they are not required, nor is a CS degree. You can definitely still do the self-taught route. It is very possible. People get jobs every year fully going the self-taught route. But if you don't like spending the money, you want that collaboration and the additional projects, the instruction, the structure, all of those types of things, then maybe a coding bootcamp is a good option for you to explore. With a lot of people out there seeking to change careers and tech being a popular choice, especially software engineering, the market for coding bootcamps has definitely exploded a lot in the last probably 5 to 8 years. So there's definitely no shortage of options out there when choosing a coding bootcamp. However, just because there are a lot of options out there does not mean that all coding bootcamps are created equally. At this time, there's probably hundreds of coding bootcamps out there, but if you ask me, there's probably a handful that are actually worth the time and money. Now, I'm not going to name drop any coding bootcamps in this video. What I will say is you can typically expect to spend about 3 to 4 months in any of these programs that are worth your time, and you could also expect to spend roughly $17,000 starting. There are a number of things that you probably want to take into consideration when choosing a coding bootcamp. For example, if you're like me and you have veterans benefits such as your GI Bill, you might want to look into a program that accepts that, because that's what I did, and personally I used my veterans benefits to cover the cost of the program so I didn't have to pay for it out of pocket. Aside from being able to just use veterans benefits, a lot of coding bootcamps also offer third-party financing. Some of them offer scholarships, a third option called an ISA. This is known as an income share agreement. Now, the way that these income share agreements work is generally you pay nothing up front for the program, you don't finance it, you don't have a loan, but after you finish the program and you land a job making X amount of money or more, usually I think it's around $60,000 and up, at that point they will essentially siphon money from your paycheck to make payments for the program. Now, I can't speak for all coding bootcamps doing this the same way. I can speak for the one that I went to. A lot of people know that I went to Hack Reactor because I've talked about it a lot on my channel. I did a lot of videos about it. If you haven't seen that and you're interested, be sure to check out those videos. But essentially, they would take 10% of your paycheck for up to, I think it's 53 months, or until you have paid back 1.4 times the cost of the tuition. A lot of people don't really agree with these income share agreements and have various reasons for disliking them, and I totally understand that, but they are an option for people if they choose to go that route. Something else that you definitely want to look at when choosing your coding bootcamp is outcomes. A lot of coding bootcamps either report their own data and get audited by a third party, or they have a third party report their data for them, such as CIRR.org, and it's very important to look at this data beforehand and see the outcomes of people that have gone to the coding bootcamp that you are considering, because it would probably not be a good thing to find out later on after you've gone to the bootcamp that their outcomes from that program are not very good. You want to look for a program that has a lot of successful alumni who are working at great companies. So to summarize, yes, I absolutely still think that it is worth going to a coding bootcamp in 2022 if you're trying to get your start in software engineering. As I mentioned before, it is definitely not the only way, so definitely weigh your options and make the right decision for you. I see a lot of people who are coming through the same program that I went through who are still getting jobs in the industry. I know people who have gone through other programs within the last year who are landing jobs as well. So it's definitely still getting people jobs, so I think it's definitely still worth it. That's all I got for you guys today though. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you get notified when I post new videos. See you guys next time.